Yo, what's up guys? It's Dynasty back again with another Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection update, and boy do we got some really exciting news. A miracle happened and I can come out here and confirm. According to Digital Eclipse, UMK3 WaveNet Edition now has online play. Yes! The one thing that I was hoping would happen has happened. Originally, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we had a confirmation that WaveNet could only be played offline locally, but as of today, this morning, that's changed. Which means, for the first time ever, many of us get to play the final revised build of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 featuring Noob Saibot. Online. Competitively. This is probably the biggest news we've had in a minute. I'm ecstatic, I'm on cloud 9, and I can't believe that Digital Eclipse pulled it off. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We got some other stuff to actually discuss today, but I just wanted to kick off the video letting you all know, yes, you can play UMK3 WaveNet online in the Legacy Collection. That's something I still can't believe. What? If they knew they were going to confirm this a couple weeks after the fact, I wish they would have never came out and said it was not online, because that shit hurt. That broke my heart. But now I get to celebrate. So yeah, man. Also, we got an update in regards to PlayStation trophies. We got an update in regards to Steam points, shop customization, unlocks. Also got an update on Crossplay, on the pre-orders for the digital release of the Switch 2 builds of the Legacy Collection, confirmation of different screen size options, and some interesting news about the Steam Deck and Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. So that's on the agenda today. If you're excited, you want to celebrate the confirmation that WaveNet can be played online, do your boy a solid. It takes you a second. Drop a like on the video. What an awesome day. What an awesome day. This was the last thing I was expecting to get overturned. So let's talk about it. So earlier today, Digital Eclipse came out and said, we're hiring. Come join our team as a technical artist. And they had the job listing attached. And in a response to that, Tim Static goes, hey, just wanted to clarify this tidbit from Instagram. Did this change or am I mistaken? And you can see there, we have Taven saying, will the leaderboard, rooms, and online modes be available? Thanks. And unfortunately, we can't see the reply above that, but Digital Eclipse says, there will be 13 games that support online play, the 6 arcade games, including WaveNet, the 16-bit games, and Trilogy. Now, in a response to this excerpt from Instagram, they actually came out and confirmed, yes, WaveNet will support online play. It wasn't implemented when Dan spoke at Gamescom, but it has been since and will be available in October. So that statement was made on 11/11. I think the Elder Gods were looking out for us. This is fucking awesome. I no longer regret buying this game physically 4 times, because you guys know my favorite old school Mortal Kombat game is UMK3. Forever. That will forever be my preferred title from back in the 90s. I played so much of that back on the early Xbox 360 era days in like 2006, 2007. I love that game so much. I grew up playing so much of that with all the ports. I love UMK3. So to know that this build of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 that was revised with no more broken infinites, things of that sort, Noob Saibot, like to know that I'm going to be able to play and experience a build that only a select few people in Chicago and San Francisco managed to ever play. Dude, this is amazing. This is dropping on essentially my birthday, the 30th. I'm a 31st Halloween baby, so bro, I'm so fucking happy. When I made that video 2 weeks ago confirming that it seemed like this did not have online play, so many people were gaslighting me and calling me crazy. Like, why would you want to play that online? Just play the other ones online. And I'm just sitting there like, because you can play all the other builds online previously, and this is completely new. That would have been the one new feature, one new build that gave me the incentive to dive in and go hard. And now I've got it. So, yeah, dude, this is fucking awesome. I know I'm just sitting here talking about this relentlessly, but, dude, you don't understand how bummed I was after this got revealed and we found out it can only be played offline. That just changed. So, there you go. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Now, in regards to a few other things of note, Bono Man asks the Steam version will be compatible with the Steam Deck Verified, and Digital Eclipse says we have not tested on Steam Deck yet. So keep that in mind if you want to play the Legacy Collection on a handheld. At least for now, the Steam Deck might not be optimized. Hopefully that changes in the future because I know a lot of you guys use devices like the Steam Deck. But for now, I guess you should probably be focusing on like the Switch builds of the game if you want to play this handheld. And speaking of the Switch, you guys do know the pre-orders for the digital versions went live for pretty much every console but the Switch and Switch 2 days ago. Now, in regards to that, this is what they had to say. Pre-orders for Switch and Switch 2 will be live at a later date, smiley face. So, yeah, they're aware. In the coming days, though, hopefully that will change. Now, I also thought this was interesting as well. Mario says, are the games optimized for 16:9, aka widescreen? Digital Eclipse comes out and says, there are options for different screen sizes. Yes, so not only will the Legacy Collection have some pretty kick-ass CRT filters that they're reusing from their most recent Power Rangers game, but we have a option to make sure the gameplay is not 4:3, but 16:9 as well. So that's awesome. I know a lot of you guys have been wondering about that for a matter of months. Finally got some confirmation. Yes, you could actually play these classic games full screen, not just in a square. The rectangle is going to be a thing. Next up, in regards to trophies, achievements, Jordan was asking here, will there be PlayStation trophies alongside the new MK Remaster release? And they say yes, there will be trophies for PlayStation. Assuming in the next couple of weeks that'll probably get leaked because typically like a month out when the game goes gold or whatever, that's like when that gets leaked. It's just been like that for like the last decade, which is awesome. So we'll probably be talking about this like weeks before it actually launches. But yes, these old school classic games will also be back with some new trophies and achievements for you achievement hunters. Next up, crossplay. Wyatt asked, is there crossplay? And the response to that as of late is crossplay is something we would like to prioritize post-launch. Now, I thought getting online for WaveNet was just impossible. I figured that having to go into the code, the actual source code of that build of UMK3 to manage the network was probably just, again, impossible, not possible. If they could figure out how to get UMK3 WaveNet running online, I think Digital Eclipse can figure out crossplay. As for how long it's going to take, I mean, MK1 took like half a year. This time around, I feel like this game's on a bunch of other platforms in comparison to MK1, so we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but again, at least they're still saying it's a priority after the game comes out. Obviously, you, I, all of us would have loved to have had this at launch, but from a technical aspect, it just probably wasn't feasible to get that done at launch, very end of October. Now, last but certainly not least is for you guys on Steam. Neil says, will you guys be adding Steam Points Shop for the game to customize Steam profiles with wallpapers, avatars from the collection? We'd like to see one dedicated to the game and some achievements. And they had this to say, we may add these post-launch like we did on Tetris Forever. So for you Steam players out there, looks like some more Steam unlocks on the horizon. Potentially. But guys, that's all I got for y'all today. That's all the most recent updates we got about the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection from the last 4 or 5 days or so. The big takeaway is the fact that, again, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 WaveNet, aka the final revised build that most of us have never played before, is now online. That is a W. You guys know I was directly asking them for confirmation on that couple weeks ago, they were ducking that question. I'm assuming they were ducking that question because they didn't want to give me more fuel to go on YouTube and be like, yep, it's not going to have online play. But we still did do that. We found that confirmation through other means. But at least they made it right, dude. At least they made it right. I don't understand why they didn't just make this like its own individual like post. This is a big deal, Digital Eclipse. You should probably share this with everybody because, again, for those who were excited, we've known for a while that you guys initially said it was not online. So hopefully this reaches the masses and gives you guys another reason to buy this game, support this game, and challenge your boy in a matter of weeks. But anyways, what do you all think of this? Are you like me and ecstatic to know there's at least something new that we've never played before in this Legacy collection? I'm telling you, I'm going to be grinding pretty hard now that the WaveNet is going to be online. If you guys enjoyed the video, it takes you a second, please drop a like on it, subscribe for some more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, Spin Dynasty. You guys, please take care, stay safe. Last night, I posted a retrospective on the 2-year anniversary of Mortal Kombat 1. In case you missed it, it was a super late upload. I know I kind of ramble a bit, but the discussion we're having in the comment section from you guys, the feedback has been really fun and engaging. So if you want to see my thoughts and the community's thoughts on Mortal Kombat 1 2 years after the fact, you should probably go check that out. Love you guys. Thank you for everything. See you in the next video. Peace.
On it crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count all these racks, I be steady, counting my digits. Slipping on it crack.